Hi everyone, it's Mr. Quinn today. We're going to go over another health-related fitness component. Today we are going to learn about flexibility. So, flexibility. When you think about flexibility, I want you to think about stretching. Whether it's when you're waking up in the morning, getting out of bed, or stretching before you play a sport, or stretching in gym class, when you're normally at school before our activities. So, just flexibility and stretching are very alike. So, the more we stretch, the more flexible we can become. The definition of flexibility. So, this is the ability to bend and move the joints through a full range of motion. Simply, that means that the farther we stretch, the more flexible we are, or the farther we stretch, the more flexible we can become. So we'll talk about it in a second here, but when we're doing flexibility tests, when everyone gets back to school, the farther you can stretch, the better or more flexible you are for a flexibility test. So, like I said, we include stretching during our warm ups during PE so that we can lower the risk of injury. Stretching warms up the muscles a little bit um, so that they're not cold going into an activity. It can also help you feel more athletic during the activity. When you stretch, you feel a lot looser, you feel more athletic, you feel like you can move around better than if you didn't stretch before an activity. So, quick question, try not to look down at the answer, but can we stretch multiple parts of our body? The answer to that is yes. We can stretch our shoulders, legs, back, and other parts of our body as well. So the flexibility tests that you may have taken in PE in school or you may have heard about, one is the sit and reach test. The sit and reach test, as you can see on the screen here from these two pictures, is where you sit on the ground and you extend either one or both of your legs so that your knees are on the ground, and then you reach forward with your hand on top of your other hand, and then you push the little key or the little tool on the sit and reach box. You push it as far as you can without having your knee come off the ground, so you keep a straight leg. The farther you can push it, the better score for flexibility you would get for your lower back and hamstrings, which are in your legs and then your lower back. So, yes, the sit and reach test, it's however far you can push that little tool on the box. You've also may have done a shoulder stretch test. This is less common than the sit and reach test, but the shoulder stretch test is where you would reach to try and get your hands to touch your fingers. That's going to test the flexibility in your shoulders. I'm not sure if you were able to see me do it right there, but the pictures on the screen, the left picture shows someone that can touch their fingers together. Some people can even grab their whole hands if they've got really flexible shoulders. And then the picture on the right shows someone that can't quite reach all the way down to touch their opposite hand. But these are two flexibility tests that I want you to know. You may be quizzed on them later on, and you definitely will have these flexibility tests when we get back to normal PE at school. So thank you for for watching my little presentation on flexibility. Now you have a worksheet to go complete. Um, and if you want to try to do some stretches on your own or practice stretching, I recommend that you stretch every day or every other day. Um, your legs, your arms